If you are the breadwinner in your home and you pay for everything, like there is no other income, you are the one who brings in all the money and pays for all the things, should you be allowed to cheat on your spouse? There is explain to me, what does bantamweight mean?
This is a certain weight class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like heavyweight, middleweight.
A bantamweight.
Yeah.
Got it. I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I was like, is that a special kind? But anyway, UFC bantamweight champion Sean O'Malley says, absolutely.
Would you let another guy be with your girl? You said no, though.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening.
Yeah, no.
I'm a king. I pay for everything. I treat Danny like a queen. If I get a little on the side, what does that have to do with anything? I got testosterone running through my veins.
Is this Jason Goodman? What is it?
Who is this?
Don't position me as like that, but I do like the
you
idea
do it yourself, yeah.
But yeah.
I wouldn't say that if I was in the opposite position. If I wasn't paying for everything, if I wasn't successful in any sort of way, and I was just like maybe an average Joe, it probably wouldn't be fair. But I feel like I'm
then you'd have to hide it.
I feel like Andrew Tate explains it well. It's status.
Yeah.
Status.
So you
I got status, so I can. Danny's never fine with it. I mean, she has been. She's gone through phases. But then we have a baby, and then her hormones change, and then it's like this and that.
Oh my God!
I get a little bit of sometimes.
I understand it.
It makes me a better man.
Well, he has a point about that part. But the thing is would he be okay if she was super famous and she was
he wouldn't.
king and all, queen and all that, and then she could do whatever she wants?
Nope.
No.
He would not.
Absolutely not.
No.
800-682-1075. Does anyone think it's okay to cheat on your spouse? And if you do, just be honest. This guy, he's obviously being upfront about it. I mean, obviously he's telling his wife.
I think some women might, because they get sugar daddies, correct?
Yeah, it happens all the time. But would they be okay? Yeah, I think if you're with someone for their money and you need their money, I think you put up with a lot more than you would if you didn't have the money.
Yeah, but it's also... that's a different dynamic because these people have chosen to spend their lives together, and he is going outside of the marriage because in the marriage he just pays for everything. I mean, it's a different thing than like a sugar daddy or a sugar mama. It's like these are just two people who create a life and a family together, and then because he's like, well, you wouldn't have all the things that you have, a roof over your head, all the accessories, all your clothes, all the baby food, blah blah blah. So if I wasn't here and I didn't pay for that, you'd have nothing.
Right.
So you just get to go out and sleep with
other
other people?
You're making a good point, Katie,
No,
actually.
I'm just saying. It's like that. It's not the same as a sugar daddy. Because you're
I was
using him for
now that you
sexy
said
time.
that, I'm like, it's like the popsicle theory. I'm like, I got your point.
But some people have sugar daddies and they move in with them and they live with them, and then the guy might just go out and do whatever he wants, and they don't want to say anything because they don't want the money to stop.
But it's not a marriage. If it's a sugar daddy, he's
or
your
some
husband.
people will marry somebody because of their money. And they only stay because of the money, and they put up with other things because they're scared of having to go out and make their own money.
She also doesn't like it. That's the
it's
other
messed
point
up.
he makes.
I'm not defending it. I could never do this either way. And you do learn, not to get too serious, but in therapy, that using your finances to control or to say, well, I make the money, so I decide is a form of abuse, which I didn't know.
It's horrible.
It's financial abuse.
Yeah.
Michael. Are you guilty of that, Jason?
Me?
Financially abusing people?
Trust
Michael.
me, I'm financially abused because I can't even use my own money because there's none left. It all went to Amazon.
That might be true.
Yeah.
Do you think it's okay if you're the breadwinner that you get out, you can cheat on your spouse?
Absolutely, yes. Look, if I'm paying all the bills, the woman needs to stay in the kitchen, make me a sandwich, and lay down.
Okay. Okay.
Michael, do you want to join the Toxic Kings? Because you might be the most
We're
toxic
accepting
king.
applications?
No, we don't even need to accept it.
you don't.
We don't even have to review it.
I'm
Your phone
willing
call was
to
your
bet.
application.
Yeah, you're in.
I'm willing to bet. I put money down that Michael is calling from some closet where he's like, I hope my wife doesn't hear me. I gotta get it out.
I have my women in rotation. I don't have a wife. I have 5 women in rotation.
Oh.
I'm at work right now, so yeah, that's going to happen. If I'm paying all the bills, she needs to follow my lead or get left.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you do besides being a toxic king?
And also, is your mom proud? Is your mom proud of you?
Yes, my mom is. Well, actually, she's gone, but she's still proud of me regardless.
Okay.
But
what do you do?
Yeah. I'm a truck driver, so yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm also taking applications for any new women that are, want to be part of the rotation. Feel free to find me and stuff like that.
Now, do you have like lot lizards all across the country?
Lizards?
Yeah.
No. Actually, I have stayed away from the lot lizards.
Okay.
I try to stay to my rotation so they don't have to worry about anything at all.
Michael, is your rotation like local or are they all over the place?
They are in North Carolina, but they're just spread out. That way I don't have to come across one of them or anything like that way. So,
yeah,
Sure.
I spread them out during North Carolina from Charlotte all the way up to different cities, Greensboro, Raleigh, stuff like that. Even one out in King and, stuff of that nature.
Even in King.
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
God. Pushing it.
Got all our
Don't
teeth.
go to Eden.
Or maybe do go to Eden. You never know.
Yeah. And
I'm trying to find one in Reedsville, but it's no luck yet, but I'm still not giving up. So.
now, have you ever been married before? What has led you down this path?
A long time ago, that was a mistake, so after that, I'm just going to live my best life. You do the marriage thing one time. I'm not going to be married like multiple times and stuff like that. No offense to, Jared, but,
Yeah, it hurts.
just, I'm not going to be married multiple times. I just figured now just have fun and meet women and keep on a rotation.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I think this guy offers some great advice, and Matt should put his number down so we can always go to him when we want a very good point of
relationship
view.
advice.
His phone number,
Please do,
emails
please
coming
do.
your way, Jason.
Okay, good.
An insightful review, yeah.
Now, do women? But these women, do they know they're on a rotation, or they don't even ask?
Yes, they do. See, the thing is, if you explain to them and be honest up front, they either can join or go away. They stayed, so obviously I'm doing something right.
You
So,
are.
Yeah. Well, I guess, if as an adult you give people information, then they can choose what to
Exactly.
do with that.
It also helps that he drives a truck for a living and then is like, I'm here for one night, and then he goes and he leaves.
Well,
Yeah.
let me
So,
ask
you
you.
know.
Let me
Yeah.
ask him. Does it cost you a lot of money with these girls, or are you just?
Absolutely not. The funny thing is, no. I explained to them our situation, and I don't be like, emptying out my whole paycheck for them. They meet me halfway, and that's all that matters.
All right. I think there is a new definition in the dictionary of toxic king.
Oh, it's Michael.
This is putting you guys to shame.
Oh, no, yeah.
My gosh.
He'd be the leader.
It was, Jason.
I mean, look, I'm always here to give tips to other men if they want to learn how to do this. It's real free and easy, so it's not that hard.
Free and easy.
Well, now we know the backup plan if radio doesn't work out. Truck driver.
Truck driver.
Right, because, my gosh.
This is the definition of a real toxic king.
Yes, it is.
Jared and Squid ain't it?
No, we just
No.
joke
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Right.
This
It's fun to
is-
say.
We're actually like nice. And,
Yeah.
like,
I mean, I can always help Jared and Squid. That's not a problem. They're toxic kings. They just need to get raised up to a higher level. That's all.
yeah, me and Squid talk a good game, but then like when we start dating someone, we're like,
We're like nice and
Do you
respectful.
how are
like
you feeling
us?
today?
Hi.
How's your love tank? Is it
Yeah.
full?
Can I hold your
Right.
hand?
No, they were like, toxic king.
It's like what the definition of simps. but
What's
like,
your love language?
Yeah.
Fun fact, the last phone number that was added to this profile was Michael, description, has a rotation, note, Jason wanted it. So he was in the
called it
spreadsheet
before.
last time he called it.
I'm writing down right now in this paper.
This
to remind
document
me
shared with you if you'd like to
If we
use
if
it.
we ever need relationship advice, we can always go to him.
and
Call
then
Michael.
do the opposite of Michael.
Well, we don't know that.
Whatever works for you, I say.
Yes.
If you're just joining us, there's a UFC Bantamweight champion who says he's the breadwinner and he pays for everything when it comes to his wife. So he is absolutely allowed to cheat on her. She doesn't like it. And he's like basically alluded to the fact that she gets all emotional after she has a baby. But we want to know, do you think that you should be allowed to cheat if you're the breadwinner?
Let's go to Dwayne. Dwayne, what do you think?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
Oh,
not.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Something called integrity and commitment, and then my wife would chop my thing off.
Is she sitting next to you with the knife right against it right now?
Oh, no, but she would. I know her.
Okay. All right, Dwayne. Thank you.
He sounded scared.
He did sound terrified. Let's go to Wendy. Wendy, is it okay to cheat if you're the breadwinner and you pay for everything?
Absolutely not. If you are in a committed relationship or you're married, you went into that knowing that you were supposed to be together and not cheat. And I just feel like it's sacred, and marriage is sacred, and you should not do that. It just complicates everything. And if he's in love with you, he should only be with you. And that's just how I feel.
Gosh, we're bringing this all down.
Sacred. It's sacred.
No, and then if you're two adults and you like I don't like the fact that this Sean O'Malley's wife, the MMA fighter, UFC fighter, is like or wife or girlfriend, is
whichever,
saying, I don't like that you do this, and he does it anyway. Like if she's on board, and I know we're talking about Tommy Lee later. I have some questions about that.
Oh yeah,
and his wife, it seems like she's on board with whatever. But we'll get into that a little bit later. That's different.
Yeah, she's not on board.
Exactly.
When somebody's not on board, then you're being a jerk.
100%. I agree.
All right, but Michael, call back in anytime.